Hey everyone, it's Bradley Bush with another algebra video for you. Today we're talking about factoring quadratic polynomials. A quadratic polynomial would be ax squared, plus bx plus c. And we're interested specifically in this video where a equals 1. So the term in the very front, the leading coefficient is 1. Thanks for coming to my channel. I hope you enjoy it. Please consider subscribing and leaving a comment or give me a thumbs up. Factoring trinomials when a equals 1, well, if a equals 1, then this blue a out front and the ax squared plus bx plus c would essentially disappear. It would be 1, and 1 times x squared is just x squared. So really what we're interested in is we want factors of c, and that includes the plus. Factors meaning two things multiplied together that give us c that add to b. If we have an example of x squared plus 5x plus 6, then the c is 6 and the b is 5. So we want to look for two things that multiply together to give us 6, but when we add them together, they give us 5. So what about 2 and 3? When we multiply them together, we get 6. 2 times 3 is 6, but when we add 2 and 3, we get 5. So there we go. We've actually found our factoring. We have x and x that go on the first because x squared, the two things that multiply together to give us x squared would be x and x. And then we just write the numbers in that we found. So we have a plus 3 and we have a plus 2. If we wanted to check it, we could. We don't necessarily need to, but we could. Let's do it just this first time. So x and x give us x squared. The outer is 2 times x, which gives us 2x. The inner is 3 times x, which is 3x. Now the outer is 6. And when we add the like terms, we get x squared plus 5x plus 6. So again, if you're wondering why the rule, why factors of 6 that add to 5, notice the last term was what was solely responsible for that 6. So the 3 times the 2 gave us the 6 in our polynomial. And the two middle terms were a combination or sum of the inner and the outer. So the two values that we were looking for, the 3 and the 2, we added them together to get the middle term. And we multiplied them together to get the last term. So that's how it works. Let's do some examples. Example A here gives us x squared minus 2x minus 15. So we're looking for two things that multiply together to get negative 15, but when we add them, we get negative 2. Let's say negative 3 and 5. What happens? Negative 3 times 5, that obviously gives us negative 15, so that works. But when we add them, what happens? Negative 3 and positive 5 give us positive 2. Is that what we want? No, we want negative 2. So let's rework this. Let's say positive 3 and negative 5. Let's multiply those together. We still get negative 15, but when we add them, then we get exactly what we want, right? 3 minus 5 gives us negative 2. So there you go. We found our factoring. We get x minus 5 and x plus 3. And we're done. Let's go to the next one. Some of these we may have to factor out the greatest common factor first. So let's just keep that in mind. The first one we didn't. Let's see if we need to in the second one. X squared minus 13x plus 36. That's example B. So we want factors. First of all, is there anything that's common between all of these? And there isn't. Isn't a common number or a common variable that everything shares. So what are factors of 36 that add to negative 13? Well, what are factors of 36? How about 9 and 4? That gives us 36. but we need negatives. So let's say -9 and -4, that gives us 36. But when we add them, that gives us -13. So there we go. We've found our factoring. X minus 9 and x minus 4. And we're done. Let's go to the next one. C. We have x squared minus 14x plus 45. Anything common there that we can pull out? Nope. Nothing is common. Factors of 45. Factors of 45 that add to 14. What are factors of 45? 9 and 5? Give us what? 45? But when we add them, we get positive 14. So we need these to be both negative. So let's do that. Let's make them both negative. So -9 times -5 gives us 45, but when we add them, -9 minus 5 gives us -14. Perfect. We've found what we want. So we can factor this into x minus 9 and x minus, oops, not 14, 5. All right, how about our last one? Let's do factors of 18 that sum to 3. Well, factors of 18, we could have 9 and 2 or 6 and 3. 6 and 3 kind of sound promising. If we have 6 and 3, that gives us -18. But when we add them, we would get -3. So let's change the sign. Because when we add 6 and -3, so 6 minus 3 gives us +3. There we go. We found what we needed. So x minus 3 and x plus 6. And we're done. Hopefully that was helpful, and have a great day.